Why does it last so long and why is it such a great experience? Because daggone it, it's an iPad. iPads are phenomenal. Now, here's what we're doing. We're doing this presentation and then Bill's gonna do, I think, one more before Cyber Monday is done. We have held the price on this offer for several days now. We launched it as a today's special, and lucky for us, we didn't raise the price back up, but it is coming to a rapid close. We have a special configuration you will not find anywhere else, and yes, finally, you can get the ultimate experience when it comes to tablets that's owning an iPad. So we made this really simple. You're gonna do a couple different steps. First off, you're gonna pick, do I want 64 gigabytes in memory or 256? I say the bigger, the better. You want as much memory as you can. So I would recommend the 256. It's quadruple the memory without quadrupling the price. The second step you're gonna do is, hey, what color iPad do you want? I've got two left. We've got silver and I have space gray remaining. The third choice is which case color do you want? And in terms of cases, it looks like we're down to 4 different colors. I've got the blue here and it comes with the neoprene, it comes with the case. We'll talk about the keyboard, the stylus, the stand, the screen protector, the white that comes with it, and you get an essentials package. So your choices now for the case and cover are navy blue. This is gonna be the silver. This one's really fun. It's rose gold. And then finally, the most popular is always the black. And remember, we're holding the price only for a very limited time now. Plus you have flex pay. Plus you have free shipping, which is pretty awesome. All right, Bill, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Glad to be back. But Suzanne, I'm so tired of being in this little Zoom box right over here because that's just it. We've had to live in it for so long. When they made this 9th generation iPad, they made it better. They made the front-facing camera better, but more importantly, they made it where we can get up and move around. So instead of having to just sit here or take the tablet with me, what's cool about it is you'll notice I'm gonna get up, and as I get up and move around, the camera is going to follow. So that's what's great about it. So this is, Suzanne, you're such a good multitasker.
I am,
so
I'm all
like
over
as
for
I'm
you,
going,
Bill.
someone's
I'm here
coming
for you,
to the
Bill.
door, or if I'm gonna go put this under the tree, see how it follows you around? You're gonna be so excited to have that 9th generation tablet, and it's the lowest price we've ever been able to bring that to you. So with this tablet, you have better cameras, you have more features, but as everyone says when they get an iPad, they use it one way the first day, and then years down the road, they're using it totally different because it is so capable to keep up with all the demands that we have coming at us, whether it's work or school or entertainment, travel or however, but that's just the power of what Apple delivers.
Well, here's a couple things we do, speaking of that Apple name, that's pretty different than what other people do. With our systems here, one, you're getting an exclusive configuration. 2, you're getting a great return policy. So here's what happens, and notice what I'm using now, this amazing tray. But here's what happens normally when you're buying an Apple product. You have 14 days to decide whether you love it, which really, quite frankly, for all its in-depth technology, it's a pretty quick window to figure out if you're gonna keep it. Here's what's different. Apple honors all the Apple goodies, no matter where you buy it, including here at HSN. What we do, though, is we give you to the end of January to return this if you decide you don't want it, or maybe you're giving it away as a really generous gift idea. If they don't love it, send it back at the end of January. We give you 2 months now, so December and January to send it back, whereas right now, if you bought it from the Apple store, you'd have to open it up, give it to somebody, and return it even before Christmas hits. That's not true with us, although they will honor the Genius Bar and everything that Apple does behind their warranty. So we're the place to shop for it. What all you're getting, I'd love you guys to see up in front of me, because we have an exclusive package you can only get here at HSN, and it's really a lot of great stuff. You'll see, you get the neoprene case to protect it, you get the earphones, over-the earphones that you plug in to use. You get the keyboard case, and if you look down on the table, you're gonna see the magnetic keyboard that actually comes with it as well. Plus, you're gonna get a screen protector to protect that screen. You're gonna get our essentials package with it. You get a stylus pin. You get the folding stand, as I mentioned, the headphones, the case, the keyboard, the cleaning cloth, and of course, as I mentioned as well, that screen protector. The entire value is either gonna be over $1,000 or over $1,200. Just for example, on the 64 gig, we're $600 off the price. Yeah, wow, I had to double check that one. So that's a really huge savings for our exclusive package. All right, now, 9th generation, you just showed us one of the most and biggest upgrades was that follow feature.
Yes.
But what else can we expect from the 9th generation?
Well, you're getting a better processor, which we'll take you through as well. It's 20% faster than the, not the original, but the 8th generation. The front-facing camera has more megapixels than the rear-facing camera. So they're excited that that's gonna give us more options. options. I love the fact that it's gaming compatible. It's compatible for young and old, really, which is great. All-day battery life, finger touch ID. This has, you know, the Apple App Store, which is 1 million apps for beginners to expert users, and it is Apple Pencil compatible. But Suzanne, as we were talking about, look at everything that's in this configuration. There is so much great stuff. It all comes individually boxed, so if you want to break it up, great. The headphones, I'm gonna give to my nephew. The stand and everything, I'm gonna give to my niece so she can use it with her iPad. And this is gonna be for me. I'm getting that upgrade. Well, actually, I already upgraded to this one because I do like that front-facing camera. And a screen protector. We wanna make sure you are protected, whether it's the screen or the case that you're getting included. And this is not any ordinary screen protector, it's a tempered glass, so you're not gonna get those bubbles and warping like some other ones are out there in the marketplace. And can I just show you that stand real quick too? So this is, I love that desk you guys had with Lori. And but this stand is just great, because maybe you wanted to travel with it. It lies so flat and so small, which is great, but then all of a sudden you need to prop it out, and, you know, take that call, watch that movie, totally expandable. So even just for the phone lover out there, boom. Put it right on there. It's just very sturdy, very nice. But remember, it collapses down to something really small.
That's really handy, actually.
That's just it. Everything in this is great. And one thing we haven't even talked about, there's gonna be a voucher in here. This voucher gives you 3 years to the Mac U, which is awesome because as you were talking about, we can go to the Apple Store with our HSN purchase, but they close, they get busy. 3 years to the Mac U gives you online videos and tutorials and support for your iPad, for your Mac, for your iPhone if you'd like, because we all get questions, and isn't it true? It's always like at the weirdest times, like, it's like, where's Bluetooth? How can I find this stuff? So that's there. Then there's also 6 other apps and services, from a way to FaceTime with the kids, more interactive, stream live music, 2 years to learn a language. This configuration, it is exciting and huge. It is the holiday Apple iPad today's, well, special that we're sharing with you. But it is what that new chip offers. So I showed you the camera, but what I encourage you to do, you know, you have that longer test drive period right now, so get it home, log into stuff you do all the time. You pull up a video just like this. Notice how fast it is to pull up these videos. Look at, hear that great audio, and the resolution on these screens, top notch, better than a high definition TV. So as I'm watching Suzanne over here, all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second, I gotta check my shopping list, or I wanna multitask or shop at the same time. It's easy to just drag it over, and all of a sudden, I am watching, I'm shopping, I'm taking notes, this is how it syncs so well with our lives. And the other cool part about it, are we gonna do this all the time? Not necessarily. But you wanna watch the game, you wanna see the stats. You can do this. And I'll be honest with you, are you gonna do this day one? Maybe not, but you will be doing it before you know it, because it's that intuitive. I want 50-50 or I want less. There's no codes, there's no control, alt, delete. It's really that intuitive. And when it's that intuitive, it's enjoyable. There's nothing worse when you get technology home and it makes you feel like the issue's you versus, no, this is too complicated. Apple's taken that out of the equation.
Well, and with 3 years of Mac U, you will learn everything you ever thought and more than you ever thought. And you get help, which is really, really awesome to really learn the new technology, although it's wildly intuitive. All right, I'm gonna give you guys some updates on colors and cases and sizes, because again, there's only one more scheduled airing for this for the entire Cyber Monday, the whole weekend. So here we go. If you want the 64 gig in the silver, I'm actually has the space gray, but in the silver, the case colors we have left are all 4 blue, black, rose, and silver. If you want to get in rose in the 64 silver is last chance. So just FYI, if you want this one, 64 silver, that's last call. In the 64 space gray, which I have in my hand, the cases available are the blue, the black, and the silver. So we're down to only 3 left in the 64 space gray. Now let's go to the big guy, the 256 in the silver. I'm down to just black and silver on the cases. So that's it. Is there the other, so space gray is completely sold out in the 256. Now, here's my best advice if you can swing it. It's quadruple the memory without quadrupling the price. If you can do a few more dollars, you want to try to get the 256, because more memory is always better, always, always. So I would recommend it if you can go up a little bit more to grab what's left. And again, that's only in silver, and I've got 2 case colors remaining. One other quick note is if you want to use your HSN card, we have 12 or 18 months VIP financing. financing, which is amazing because it's like spreading your payments out over 1 year or 18 months. And you can use that right now if you've got one of those cards and take advantage of it and get an iPad. And the nice thing about an iPad, you know, quite frankly, unlike cell phones, unlike this and that, they really last a very long time. You don't have to upgrade for a while once you get the latest version.
Every host I've talked to, whether they use it passively or daily, have talked about how long they've had it. How they, you know, they originally got it and they didn't have a spouse, and now they have a spouse and they have a family, or they didn't have a house, and it just does adapt. Actually, I love the example when we got sent home for the pandemic, and they're like, Bill, you have to broadcast from home on April 1st. I'm like, what? How? And I was like, how am I gonna do this? I don't have lighting. I had an iPad. I'm like, okay, I think we can do it. And I was able to do it for a little while with my iPad and that camera quality and the processor. That's why when this latest generation, 9th generation came out, I wanted the upgrades. I wanted more memory. I wanted that better camera, but I also knew I would use it. And you'll know you will use it. So I upgraded, I regifted my older one because it was still working. If you're new to Apple, great time to try it. I don't know if you've tried other tablets before because, you know, you're like, am I really gonna watch TV on here? Am I really gonna shop on here? And you realized, okay, I do like this. Actually, I traveled this summer and I had my computer with me and my phone and my iPad. Never took out the computer, took out the phone occasionally, but the iPad was my go-to because it's fast, it's reliable. It gave me the information I needed. It gave me the entertainment that I wanted. Because of this processor, this A13 chip, it gives us that computing speeds of a computer. And what they're actually telling us these days is more and more of our computing in the future will look more like a tablet, because now we can get that processing speed in a more convenient footprint. So not tablets, all the tablets in the past, you know, they were for e-reading and GPS and games. Now we really actually have computing power. And that's where Apple always sets this bar higher. Get it today, enjoy it for years, and enjoy it in a variety of different ways. But remember, being that 9th generation, we're giving you more. This case, I love how it sets up and looks like a laptop. So this case has that keyboard, but does not look like a computer. So more importantly, it performs like one. I come over here to do a little bit of work because remember, this is not just for gameplay, this is not just for entertainment. I can use it in the classroom or at the office. Notice digital keyboard pops up over here. I can use it for dictation, where I don't have to type anything, it'll do the typing for me. I wish I had this back in high school, exclamation point. But notice, the digital keyboard is cramping my workspace. I have just this much space to get, you know, my homework done or all that. Turn on this tactile keyboard, the digital one disappears. I have more workspace. I can actually leave this at home because it sits in here magnetically so it doesn't get lost, but maybe I don't need it, maybe I do. And this is where you're setting yourself or your student up for success. There's no Suzanne pictures over here. Well, gotta fix that. Take my photo library over here, drag, open that up, drag it from the bottom, drag my photo library over, and everyone's gonna notice I have so many photos. Where do I begin? Apple makes me more organized. I love this about Apple. Boom, here's my Suzanne folder. And I want this photo, oh, our favorite Christmas photo, going from there to there. How do you do it? It's not Control-C, it's not, you know, Alt-Delete and whatever. It's truly drag and drop. And that ease of use, this is where it's like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I get one for the kids sooner? And I'll be honest, Apple is a premium brand. Apple, you know, it's an investment, but it's an investment in quality, and that's where you really appreciate it.
And while they've got the shot, I just want to show you guys, it's a real honest to goodness keyboard.
Yeah.
It's a real clicky keyboard too. Like I've got this thing about those mushy ones that are like made of rubber. This is really clicky and it's magnetic. Yeah. So if you want to actually work, let's say you bought the little table that we featured earlier, and you want to put your iPad in the little sliver. Here, I'll grab it. All right, so remember, it's Bluetooth. So what we're going to do is come over here, and I'm getting all ready, and it's so much fun, and I'm going to like do something. I don't know, maybe I'm going to watch some YouTube channels. I don't know what I'm doing. But let's say I've got to do some work, and again, I've got my handy little desk. By the way, we've sold like several thousand of the desks. Here's the info on the desk. Get this for sure, and get this, and then you're going to be so happy. But
I want it just for breakfast in bed.
Exactly, right? But right now, you know, it's really cool. I could be on my couch. This is the most awkward couch in the whole wide world.
There you go, get comfy.
I'm sitting on a more comfortable couch at home, but I want you to see my keyboard is actually right here. And so it's separate from the case. And so this is like the perfect experience because I could be typing emails, I could be working, whatever I want to do, and that keyboard's just really handy. And thanks guys for grabbing that shot because I really love to show you it's not just a blow-off keyboard. Also, here's what everybody does when they get an iPad. While they're in the store, they buy all the accessories, i.e. a keyboard. Then they might buy the headsets. They buy a case because you want to make make sure and stick it in a case because you don't want to drop it accidentally and ruin it, right? Or any of that stuff. What I love about our configuration is you buy all that separately when you go to the Apple store. With our configuration, we really thought through, hey, what are the things you need? Like a stylus. That's awesome to have a stylus so you're not even using your finger on this, and it's included. Now, if you want to get the Apple Pencil, we have that available with the case, and it comes with a voucher to make your own skin covering for your iPad, which is pretty cool, Bill.